Hey, busy crafters, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. My name is Jessica, and we have a collaboration going on for you right now. It is the 12 days of Christmas, and I was able to make it on day 8. So this is the day 8 of the 12 days of Christmas, hosted by Rustic and Lace DIY. That's Brenda and Krista with Krista's Crafty Life. Be sure to go check them out and the playlist down below to give everybody some love. So, on to project number 1. Of course, it's Farmhouse. And we're going to do just that. This is kind of like this one is like a little bit older farmhouse than, your traditional modern type of farmhouse, if that makes sense. So what I did is I took that 12 by 12 wood plank that I actually had for another video, or not video, but another project, and it did not work. So I'm just going to use it for here. Then I Mod Podged the whole thing. And then I took that little square dowel rod that I got from Hobby Lobby and I cut it into 12 by 12. Then I painted the sides of that 12 by 12 wood, block, or not block, but that wood thing. And I am now heating up the Mod Podge. Now that is a cardstock that I got from, I believe, Paper Studio. So it was Hobby Lobby. Paper Studio is Hobby Lobby. I got it from them, and it's the pack is called Christmas Productions or Santa's Productions or something like that, and that's what that is. So I had to really Mod Podge it because the cardstock was so thick. So now here I am, before I add anything else to it, I'm adding the hanger to it. This is very, very heavy because it is plywood cut down to a 12 by 12. So I just, stapled some macrame cord to it, and then it's holding up very well, I have to say, very, very well. Then I take those little dowel rods that are square that you get for like, I think $1.38 at Hobby Lobby. I put a little bit of wood glue on there and a little bit of hot glue, and I'm just going ahead and taping it down. Well, not taping it down, gluing it down. Can you imagine? Can you imagine using tape? No glue, just tape, tape all your projects. That would be interesting. But anyways, so now I painted the sides of it because I knew I was going to cover it, but I did not want, because this is like iridescent ribbon and it's kind of glittery. So I just painted the sides of it just to be sure that, that wood wasn't coming through. This is plywood, so it's not the best wood in the whole entire world, but it'll do. And so I go ahead and go all the way around it with that iridescent glitter ribbon that you see there. I'm kind of off screen. I'm sorry, guys. Terrible. Just terrible. And then I was like, okay, this stuff is, it's looking cute. Not too shabby at all. Then I take some little wood cutouts that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I just, did antique wax on them. And I'm placing them down the side of you can see right there, the little squiggly lines. It seemed too plain in that area because there's a lot going on with Santa's reindeers and, and that's what I did there. And then I take this pick that I got from Joann's, last year, and I go ahead and decide that we're going to use it for this. And so I glue it down, of course, and then I glue down the little pine cone there. Well, first I glued down all that. And then I think I do the pine cone next. I'm not quite sure. We'll be surprised together. Yeah, I glue down the pine cone next. And then I go ahead and I had some other picks that I decided to use as well. Those are the eucalyptus. That's right. Those are the eucalyptus that I got from Hobby Lobby last year. They're kind of snowy. And so I put that down, and then I go ahead and put down 3 little berries on each side. So 6 berries all together. At first I was going to do that, and I was like, no, we need to go more. So that's what I did. And then after I do that, I take my Waverly chalk paint in white, and I just give the evergreens a little bit of, or the pine, the pine, because evergreens are terrible. The pine, just like a little dusting of, to make it look like it's frosted. That's what I'm trying to say. And I also do the same thing for the pine cone. And then this one turned out pretty cute. I did go get some puff paint because I see a lot of people using the puff paint. And I was like, I want some puff paint. I actually asked for it last year for Christmas but didn't get it. So I got myself some and just a little jar of it just to be sure I liked it. And yeah, I kind of like it. It looks a little bit more like icing than snow to me, but that's just me. And this is what I'm doing is I'm using the puff paint at the very bottom, and I had to let it dry overnight just to make sure that there was no smudges or messes or anything like that. And it turned out pretty cute, and it's very heavy. So you can see the top of it, not too shabby there. And yeah, if I could just like hurry up, like you guys got the point. I'm pretty sure you guys got the point. And then there's the end product or project or whatever. Let me know what you think. I did put a little bit of snow on top of the berries as well. And let me know what you think in the comments down below of, how you like it. If it's something that you would do different. Because I like to hear other people's ideas. And so, yeah, let me know. I look forward to it. So I want to go ahead and thank thank all of my subscribers. You guys are absolutely the best in the world, and I appreciate every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for, spending time with me and, watching me. I appreciate you. Okay, so now on to project number 2. So this one was a kind of cute idea. It popped into my head when I saw this little carrot that I got from Dollar Tree at Easter time. These were new. I've never seen them before, so they were kind of new this last season, and I was like, I know what to do with it. As soon as I saw it in my stash, I was like, I know what to do with it. So this is what we're going to do with it. So I take the little sticker off the back, and of course I take all the goo off of it because the stickers, those stickers have a lot of stickiness to them. And then of course I heat dry it. With the goo gone, it doesn't really dry all the way through because it's the oil. So then I take my chalk paint in pumpkin orange and shamrock green, and I paint them. And I did paint the back and the sides as well. I didn't do too much on the sides and the back because this particle board just absorbs everything. But I wanted to make this carrot look aged and looked, rustic and farmhousey. So I take my Distress Oxide in ground espresso. And I just mess it up. Like, I dirty it up. I gave it the little rivets that it has. And it turned out really cute. It's not as bright, which made me extremely happy. Because that was just like, that was too bright for me. And then I take off this, I cut it off in my Cricut. And it's reindeer feed. So that's what we're doing here. Is we're making a little sign or a little shelf sitter that says reindeer feed. And I thought it was just so cute. I saw the carrot and I was like, reindeer feed. Because the reindeers do kind of get left out a little bit. So here's to you reindeers. We appreciate you guys as well. And yeah, I struggled with it a little bit. It's not too bad. That is permanent black. I do take, there's more carrots that I end up messing up. I Waverly waxed them first and then I put the orange around them. And then I put the green around them, and then I wiped it all off. So there's a little bit of a hint of orange and a hint of green going through on those little carrots. But then I didn't want this big carrot. It had like the hard line on there. So I just go ahead and wrap it around with jute. And then I just make a little shoestring bow to put on there. And yeah, I'm fighting with it because it was like really loose. So I finally get it to where I need it. Well, kind of. It started to go. So now I finally got it to where I need it. And I just glued it down. And then I just, trim the tails off a little bit. And then I go get a button. And I had a choice of a couple different buttons. But this little button was kind of dingy and I kind of liked it. So I put a button there and then glued those down. And then there's my little shelf sitter reindeer feed for the reindeers this Christmas season. Let me know what you think in the on the description box. You guys are the comments. In the comments down below, let me know what you think. I mean, have you seen this before? I mean, I haven't seen it using a carrot for Christmas on any of the other channels. So let me know what you think. I look forward to it. Go ahead and follow me on all of my social medias. The links to them will be in the description box below. And also, Okay, on to project number 3. I was going to say something, but the video is going quite fast. So I take that little book stack thing that you get from the Dollar Tree, and I painted it black. And I also painted 2 Jenga blocks black as well, or Waverly. 2 tumbling tower blocks from the Dollar Tree black as well. And then I take that, what is it called? I just snapped. It's like a paper mache from Hobby Lobby. It was $1.99. It was 50% off. I was like, yes, please. So I take off his nose and I take off his antlers. And I was going to paint it, but guys, I didn't want to paint. I painted the carrot. I just really did not want to paint. So I came up with something. I was like, what can I do? What can I do? And I see all this vinyl. So he's going to actually be wrapped in vinyl. And I had no brown vinyl, which was, it actually turned out very well. No brown vinyl. I should buy some. Tell you the truth, because yeah, every time I need brown vinyl, I'm like, I don't have it. Yeah, that's terrible. So I gotta suck it up. So I make sure to take off all the glue because it is the not particle board, but it's like a paper mache. And of course I Goo on it. Now, I was only doing it to try to get the bumps off of it, which it smoothed it down a bit. I wasn't trying to get it completely, unsticked, because I'm going to be putting it in vinyl. I just did not want the old glue to be popping up and giving it that weird wonky look. I used this vinyl that I got from the Dollar Tree a while ago, and it's the Buffalo Check, and so I was pretty happy with it. I'd never used it before. This is the first time that I'm using it, so for my peace of mind and to make sure that this project did not fall apart, I did Mod Podge the bottom or the front of the reindeer head. I did Mod Podge that, and I also Mod Podged the nose because the nose is done in red, but it's a removable vinyl. And so I Mod Podged the head and the nose. Now for the antlers, I did just plain black, but I did not Mod Podge them only because it is a permanent vinyl. And I've never had a problem with this vinyl before, so I felt comfortable of not having to Mod Podge the antlers, but I did Mod Podge, obviously, the head, as you can see there, and the nose. Because I did not do it last year on a project, and I used a generic vinyl from Tuesday Mornings, and yeah, that project fell apart. It's terrible. So then I just go ahead and cut everything out. I really like that color red, and that's from Paper Studios. That red is Paper Studios. The black antlers I got from Amazon, that vinyl from Amazon, and of course the Buffalo Check I got from Dollar Tree. So now I just go ahead and glue them all down, and yeah, he's looking kind of cute. Now here you can just leave him as a hanging one, but we're not going to do that. We're actually going to put him onto a board. And so he's going to be a little shelf sitter. And I just glue down the little piece to the board, and then I glue him to the piece, and then I glue one in front. Now we're not going to see the stuff in the front because of course we are going to decorate it. And I take some of my, it's called Holiday Bushel, and it's from Joann's. I got it last year when it was on sale. And so it's a pine tree pretty much. And I just take down cut down some of the pines and one of the, pine cones. These are small pine cones. We have pine cones that are probably about 13 inches long, and they weigh like 5 pounds. They're called Widowmakers. They are nuts. And they break through my greenhouse, and they break the roof every year. I have to take that tree down. It's terrible. But, yeah, so working with these pine cones are a whole lot better than working with those big old ones that are like the size of, it's terrible. So I go ahead and do that, and then with the pine cones, I do that, or the pine tree, I do that, I tack it down, and then I have white poinsettias, and I go ahead and glue those down too. I say tack, but it's really glue. I mean, I glue everything. Unless I have to staple it. But I don't use tape very often. Just on twine and and threading through stuff. But yeah, we'll just leave that for another day. So yeah, I go ahead and now I'm putting down some more of the eucalyptus at snow. Now I didn't, frost them in snow. I mean, I could have, but I just thought that it felt warm and inviting just the way it was. So now I was like, I need a pop of color because his nose has a pop of color. So for the picks, I go ahead and do 3 of the berries on each side. So a total of 6 berries. And then instead of putting them together, I just put them on, at the ends or around that area. And it gives it a pop of color as well as up against the evergreen and the white. Gorgeous. And this one turned out so amazing. I was kind of winging it because I was going to paint it, and then I just decided, you know what, we'll just flow. We'll just let it go wherever it needs to go. And so here is the final review on this one. Let me know what you think. I think he turned out adorable. Like, I'm so proud of this one. He is cute, and I'm glad that he took on a different, he's different from what I was originally going to do. I get tongue-tied, guys. Okay, so here's the final reveal of everything together. There is my, meet a reindeer or pet a reindeer. You get to meet Frosty the Snowman and all that other special stuff, that sign. It is extremely heavy because it is a... Oh, I just had the word. Anyways, you guys heard it in the beginning. And then there's my cute little Christmas carrot. Christmas carrot. He's cute. And there's my reindeer. He's adorable too. I really, really like him. I like the way he turned out. Yeah. So let me know what you guys think about these projects. Let me know if there's something that you would do different or if you would, like to recreate them. Again, I would like to thank Brenda with Rustic and Lace DIY as well as Krista with Krista's Crafty Life. Be sure to go check them out and the playlist down below that will be linked. I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. I know it's still in November, but we're doing Christmas and we're going to be moving on soon. So go ahead and, I also am affiliate for 24 Hour Crafts as well as Creative Fabrica. So there will be links to them in the description box down below. So be sure to go check them out and give them, a little looky-loo. And until I see you on the next one, God bless you guys. Bye.